Hello and welcome to Canterbury Live. I'm Andrea Allen. Thank you for joining us today. Well, congratulations to all the finalists that are in the V48-hour Christchurch finals tonight. Best of luck, and I'll tell you who the winner is tomorrow. It's a very exciting time for them and for our mums this Sunday. Now you have 2 days left to go into the draw for 3 gifts that we have here at Canterbury Live. The first is a gift basket, and of course we'd like to thank the Fudge Cottage, Hornby Shoe Outlet, Paper Plus, Maxwell Fashions, Unichem, Bun Runners, for this beautiful package which you can go and draw for. We also have 2 Alpine Romance packages to give away to Select Braemar Spa and Lodge.
Select Braemar Lodge and Spa is Hanna's best kept secret. Just 10 minutes drive from the village. Altitude Restaurant and Bar is the perfect setting, complemented by an outstanding a la carte menu. Spa Braemar offers a full range of spa treatments and is an oasis of peace and tranquility. Our relaxing enormous suites offer marble bathrooms and some with hot tubs set on your own private balcony. Phone now to book or visit selectbraemarlodge.com.
Now with these packages you do receive a 3-course dinner, breakfast, a bottle of bubbly, a spa suite, a hot tub outside. Now to enter all 3 prizes you just need to simply email inquiries@ctv.co.nz, but you must be available to come onto the show live at 4:30 on Monday, May 12th to receive that prize. Just a small little condition. Now all of these prizes collectively are worth over $3,000. So thank you very much. And another bonus, you'll receive a bunch of flowers from Millie Flora. Thanks, Millie, for that. Well, coming up on today's show, we catch up with Pat from St Elisa Life Care. We talk with Arthritis New Zealand, but Annie Roach had a great chat with Toastmasters New Zealand.
I've got 2 lovely guests here. George Yen, President of the Toastmasters International. And Ali, you work in Toastmasters too. And I remember when we first had a chat together, your title was so long that I couldn't remember it. The same applies today. And you have such an important role nationwide. What is your very full title?
So I'm the District Governor for District 72, which covers all of New Zealand. So just District Governor is perfect.
You do a big job in New Zealand for Toastmasters, don't you?
We certainly do. Toastmasters in New Zealand is an outstanding organisation with huge credibility in business and within communities. So we're very proud of Toastmasters in New Zealand.
And you work very hard for them as well. And you've also managed to get this lovely person here, the international president. When I saw your acceptance speech just on the web the other day, it just absolutely engaged me. And I think, you know, to reach out to people in New Zealand is one thing with Toastmasters, but then to reach out to each other internationally is another, and that really unites people. And I think that's one thing that I'm discovering about Toastmasters. Would you agree with that, George?
Absolutely. We are now a global organization of 300,000 members in 122 countries.
That is incredible, isn't it?
Yes. Organized in 14,350 clubs. So.
Well, when I was watching your acceptance speech, I must say I'm still thinking of some of the words that you actually said on that. And I think if other people were watching it, they would want to be a part of Toastmasters because of the elegant and eloquent way that you spoke. But also it was humorous. And it also engaged other people. I felt like the audience was smiling along with you when you were talking. But also, too, the courage that you had to talk about your life and how you came to Toastmasters. That's quite an interesting journey, isn't it?
Yes, thank you for the feedback. It's really
You're welcome.
Lovely, yes. Well, I think the word that comes to mind is being authentic. And that's where you are powerful and then you're relaxed about yourself. The humor comes out. And if you're comfortable to reveal, you know, aspects of yourself that you may not want to normally share with really the world. So, yes.
That's right. Well, one thing comes to mind that really engaged me to want to hear more was when you said, "When I feel most destroyed, then I'm about to grow." That's actually a quote, isn't it?
That's correct, from Lao Tzu, from Taoism philosophy.
you used a lot of different quotes in your speech.
Yes.
And a lot of different examples of how you grew because of Toastmasters. What was one of your favourite examples of how you grew with them?
How I grew with that? Well, the Lao Tzu quote about when I'm most destroyed, it's a quote that really touches me deeply. When we're totally, well, use a Japanese samurais, is to die before going to battle. Then you have nothing to fear. And that's a good metaphor for how we approach life. And of course, Margaret Thatcher also has a wonderful quote about what we do, what we practice becomes our habit. And our habit becomes our character. And our character is our destiny.
And also, too, leading on from that wonderful quote, you said something about leadership, which I know you're very keen on, Ali, as well as you, George, about leadership and trying to inspire that in Toastmasters with other people, but also to inspire Toastmasters in the youth in our country. There was something that you said about leadership that I think young people would really be inspired by, about knowing yourself and then being able to lead yourself. What was that?
Well, it comes out through the philosophy of know thyself, which is very much the Greeks' heritage. You know, that's the beginning. And the Eastern tradition, Buddhism, it's also about knowing yourself. And that is so profound because all traditions comes down to, it all starts from you. And if you're not in touch with yourself, how can you possibly lead others? Or more to the point, lead yourself. And if you can't lead yourself, you really can't lead others.
So can I ask you, Ali, because I know that's important to you also, how would you like to see leadership and Toastmasters unite and help the youth in our country?
Good question. I think that one of the things I personally feel quite passionate about is Toastmasters becoming a course that can, or a club that is offered within universities and polytechs, so that it becomes very accessible to young people. To be a Toastmaster, you have to be 18 years or over, so really that's the ideal time for a young person to decide that they want to do something. But really it's more about a young person actually recognising that to grow to their fullest potential, especially if they're interested in leadership, that Toastmasters is a really great vehicle for them to become developed in leadership within. And it's such a safe environment, and it's self-paced, and we have the evaluation process which undergirds everything that we do. So as a young person is learning to communicate through projects that Toastmasters provide, they also then get feedback on every single project they do from a peer.
How do you think we can get that happening in Christchurch, and actually in a real way, and action that a bit more?
Well, within Christchurch, we're actually very fortunate. We already have 42 clubs in Christchurch or within the environs of Christchurch. And so, again, it would be a case of young people listening to programs like this and going, I want to become a Toastmaster.
And maybe meeting somebody like
Absolutely.
George Lien, who
Yeah.
has a wealth of knowledge and share personal and professional journeys to share with youth and in fact anyone of any age. And I know you've got some things on over the next coming days, and we look forward to seeing those. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
coming
having
on the
us.
show. An honour to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Annie. Well, after the break, we hear more about Arthritis New Zealand.
Every Monday night I'll take you out and about around the region's A&P shows from Cheviot to Temuka. You'll meet the exhibitors, have a look at the sheep and cattle and horses, and also have a look at what people have been producing. Rob's Country Showtime, 8:30 on a Monday night, CTV.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make your dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
The Home Show Spa Pool sale is on. Hi, Mike from Four Seasons. Save $2,000 on Spa Pool 947 with all the features. Spas from just $5,499 with savings up to $4,000. Home Show sale on now at Four Seasons Home and Leisure, Tower Junction Mega Centre.
Missed a show or want to watch it again? CTV is fitting in with your lifestyle. Be in control with CTV On Demand. Check out our website and follow the links. ctv.co.nz. Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
Get rid of that damaging and unsightly moss, mould and lichen from your path, drive or roof with Mossbuster. Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. Mossbuster costs less than half the price of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest. Check out our website to find the best solution to your moss, mould and grime problem. Order online or call us now on 0800 88 1000.
Let's face it, everyone has an agenda. And guess what? So do I. Every week, I'll pick 3 stories that grab my attention. Agenda with me, Brent Goff.
Well, welcome back to Canterbury Live, and I'm now joined by Paul Barclay, who is the Southern Regional Manager of Arthritis New Zealand.
Thanks,
and his lovely guest, Jackie Opie. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thanks.
Paul, tell us, how is Arthritis New Zealand faring at the moment?
As with most others in the not-for-profit sector, we are challenged. It's challenging times. Fundraising, we only get 12-13% of our money from government, so the rest of it is community giving, and that's difficult in Christchurch, difficult nationwide. But we are here. We're here to provide support to people with arthritis, and so that's what our mission is, what our aim is, and that's what we're here for.
Right. Now, lupus is actually one area that you look after under the umbrella of Arthritis New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah, there are 140 plus different conditions, and lupus is one of those. It's topical at the moment because Saturday is World Lupus Day, and it's great to have this opportunity to be here to talk about what we can provide for people with lupus, and also for Jackie to talk about what it's like living with lupus as well.
Well, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Jackie, let's ask the question, what is lupus?
Lupus is an inflammatory autoimmune condition that affects the skin and connective tissue. It's not one of the most common of the arthritises, but probably one of the major things that it does have in common to general arthritises is that the body has a lot of fatigue, and that was probably the predisposing aspect that led me to my GP regarding it. I'd had probably 10 years of sort of querying whether I had it, with the fact of skin conditions that were uncomfortable to a degree, rashes, that sort of thing, but also just post the earthquakes, I'd been getting more predominant ankle swelling, and when I presented at my GP, that was triggered for him looking at a raft of tests that might verify what was going on with me, and I had higher protein within my urine, which raised that sort of, maybe, and he also organised some blood tests, and I had higher inflammatory factors that came back in my blood tests. So it was quite a wait at that stage. I think nationwide it can be, and I went and saw a rheumatologist, and I wouldn't say that I was at the serious end of lupus, but I had noticed over that 10 years that things weren't quite as health driven for me. Luckily I didn't have it as bad when I was having my 2 children who are now 26 and 23, because expectant women can have a lot of issues with lupus. Miscarriage is a bit higher, and it can set off these flares of feeling quite uncomfortable, fatigued, particularly joints in the fingers and the hands feeling inflamed in the mornings, that sort of thing. So yeah, that was really my main factors that led to it.
Right, and are women more affected than men?
Yes, they are. Yes, it's an interesting aspect that it is more predominant in females. It's not a common arthritis, as I said, but you're quite right that women are more affected. Aspects, I guess, we tend to get a rash a bit like a butterfly over the bridge of the nose and the cheeks. And I think for women in particular, that, you know, just for self-confidence and that, you've got to be very careful what sorts of makeup you apply, perfumed soaps, things like that. They just don't agree. I tend to reach for a more natural pharmacy range named Cetaphil in shower gels, that sort of thing. But it's quite livable, and when you're within a flare, it's a bit like it'd be nice to rent a new body in that time, but when you come out of an inflammatory flare, things can feel pretty normal. But I suppose you could have up to, looking back over a year, and at the age I am now, up to 6 times a year, where you'll have a flare of there's a number of symptoms, but not every individual has all those symptoms. Paul and I were just speaking earlier that it probably, as an arthritis, is one of the ones that is misdiagnosed or goes underdiagnosed quite often.
So Paul, what are you hoping that public will take away from World Lupus Day?
I guess that the key message is that if some of the symptoms that Jackie talks about are prevalent, go and see your GP. Keep asking the questions. Contact us at Arthritis New Zealand if you do have concerns, you think it could be lupus. As Jackie said, it's not common, but it's quite underdiagnosed or non-diagnosed. So 0800 663 463 is our phone number, and our website is arthritis.org.nz.
Thank you so much, Paul, and thank you, Jackie, for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
Now stay with us, because after the break we catch up with Pat from St Elisa Life Care.
Al Jazeera News, international news right off the satellite, bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage of world events. Al Jazeera News, weekday mornings at 6 o'clock, right here on CTV.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets, and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measuring quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom, 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Be watching CTV News first at 5 and you could win up to $5,000 every week with CTV's cash giveaways. For more information, visit our website and be watching CTV News first at 5.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. Now we catch up with Pat from St Elisa Life Care.
For many people, the thought of going into a rest home or life care facility can be a daunting and frightening one. With many misconceptions surrounding life care facilities, we decided to visit St Elisa Court Life Care to find out the truth behind life in an aged care facility.
Hi, I'm Pat from St Elisa. Welcome to our place. We have New Zealand native gardens all round because we're all New Zealand owned and operated.
When first arriving at a life care facility, being greeted by friendly and welcoming staff makes all the difference. At St Elisa's, their receptionist Claire is always happy to help and answer any questions, making the transition so much easier.
We always try. We always try our best, and it's to greet everybody and make them feel at home and welcoming, and just to, as you would greet them at home, you greet them here and you try and take away some of their worries.
A common misconception of life in a retirement home is that people lose their individuality and freedom. However, residents at St Elisa's express that they enjoy the same freedom they've always had, and that with the many social events, their lives are enriched. St Elisa's even offers services within the premises, such as a professional hair salon, beautician and podiatrist. Not to mention the delicious meals made for the residents every day.
Now, one of the most important things in a facility such as this, other than the care, is the food. Let's go and meet Tina. This is Tina, our cook, and she is just the most amazing person who provides all the meals for our 100 and something residents.
And today we had savoury mince, and the other choice was pork casserole. But some of them don't like either, so they have a selection of either sandwiches. We have another lady that's a vegetarian, and she always likes only chicken and fish.
There's always lots of different requirements, isn't there? So really, we serve more meals here in a day than a lot of restaurants would, don't we? That is a snapshot of St Elisa. The food, the people, what we do here. It's lovely to show you around our place. But just remember, what is important to us is the professionalism and the homeliness of St Elisa. That's what sets us apart.
Over this series, we will look at life inside St Elisa's from the experiences of new residents, family members and long-term residents to discover the truth behind living in a life care facility and everything it has to offer.